We also want everyone to join our friends at the Mesa Fire Department as they recognize another group of super citizens. Now, these are Good Samaritans who stepped up big time to help someone in need. 6 ordinary folks who did something extraordinary, saving 4 lives over the last 3 months. And today, each received a much-deserved pat on the back and a big thank you. First responders refer to something called the chain of survival. In an emergency, each member of the team plays a vital role in the eventual outcome. Little did each of the heroes being recognized today know they too would be a critical link in the chain of survival.
911 emergency.
I'm at the Shell Circle K gas station, and some lady's van is on fire, and she's in the van.
Zane Sarton, Destiny Moore, and their friend Ben Nassat were at the convenience store getting drinks when flames erupted.
Well, you could see inside that it was on fire. You could see the flames.
The trio could also see a woman panicking and unable to get out of the burning car.
I grabbed my pocket knife and I tried trying to break the window.
The surveillance video shows Zane trying to kick in the passenger's side window. Moments later, a crowbar shattered the driver's side window, and the woman was pulled to safety a minute before the interior burst into flames.
I think just basic instincts, you know. I mean, I don't think we knew what to do. It was just, we had to do something. Couldn't just sit by and watch, you know.
Renee Collinsworth wasn't about to sit by and watch either when a postal truck crashed near her office.
911 emergency.
A mail carrier, she ran into a pole, and I'm being told that the pole impaled her left shoulder.
As a trained CPR instructor, Renee knew she had to remain calm and keep the patient calm too until paramedics arrived.
She could have realized what had happened to her and really panicked and caused more injury, I suppose, but I had to keep talking her into sitting still and waiting.
There was no waiting for Lynn Evans, though. When a passerby knocked on his door to tell him his neighbor's home was on fire, he leaped into action, trying the front door first.
When I broke it, the smoke and the fire just roared out.
Lynn tried a back window. The flames again beat him back. Mesa firefighters were finally able to get inside, but it was too late. His longtime neighbor lost her life. But Lynn says he wouldn't hesitate to act if another fire broke out.
You don't do that thing because of recognition or anything. It's just, with me, it was just automatic instinct to go over there and try to help her out.
And we just want to add one more name to the list of heroes. Peggy Hinga was driving home from her work as a rehab nurse, came upon a bad car accident where an infant had stopped breathing. She jumped into action, gave the child 2 quick breaths, and he started breathing on his own again. Great job, Peggy. And to all of the Good Samaritans out there. Aren't these wonderful stories, Kudebe?
Yes, they absolutely are.
10 News is back.
It was a scary crash. A postal worker drives right into a fence and a pole goes right through her. A woman who was working at an office building nearby ran to help. She was recognized today as a Good Samaritan. Celeste Rodriguez shares her story.
A horrible car crash that sent a pole straight through a woman's chest after she ran into a fence in December. She was trapped until Renee Collinsworth helped her and called 911.
She was stuck there to the seat. It went through her, through the seat, and into a piece of metal that was behind the seat.
Renee acted quick. It's why she's recognized as a Valley hero. The Mesa Fire and Medical Department held a ceremony to honor Renee and several others today for their acts of service in the community.
Because we have citizens like you who make Mesa a better place to live.
They're not big incidents that are newsworthy, but the fact that somebody made a difference in somebody else's life is just really exciting to see that person's, the emotion they have with being involved in that.
The award celebrates Renee's quick response to the victim's need.
Put pressure on the wound, kind of support her head and talk to her and keep hoping, you know, they're going to show up, they're going to show up, help is coming, help is coming.
Renee was at work at the time and saw the postal worker crash from her office window in Pinal County. She says her history as a CPR instructor helped her make the right decisions quickly.
It didn't scare me as much as I was scared for her and what her outcome was going to be.
Celeste Rodriguez, Fox 10 News.
Big welcome to Celeste, who just joined our news team. Well, the postal worker driving that car is still recovering from her injuries, according to the Mesa Fire Department.
Also honored today, the people who rushed in to help a woman after spotting her van on fire. This scene played out on surveillance video. You could see the heroes running around the car, trying to get a door open and pull the woman out. You could see the fire, the smoke. Police say the woman had set her own car on fire and then locked herself inside.
Well, you will never know how you'll react in a potential life or death situation.
Today, Mesa firefighters honored those who jumped into action and saved lives. Some Good Samaritans here in the Valley were rewarded today. 6 people were honored at the Mesa Fire Department for jumping into action when they saw their fellow citizens in trouble. Officials say that without their good deeds, some people would have lost their lives. All the Good Samaritans say they were just doing the right thing.
I think that it's important for the community to know that they can get trained in first aid and CPR. They're protected by a Good Samaritan law, and it's okay for you to help people. And even if there's not much you can do, whatever you do is going to be better than doing nothing.
Giving out awards like this is something the Mesa Fire Department does regularly throughout the year.
If you're a fisherman who jumped in and helped their fellow neighbors, received a Good Samaritan award today. The Mesa Fire Department says without their good deeds, some people would have lost their lives. Nurse Peggy Hinga put her training into action when she witnessed a pretty bad car crash.
When I got out of the truck, I saw the infant laying on the sidewalk. And when I got over to the infant, there was definitely respiratory distress. He was really not breathing. So I gave the little guy 2 little breaths and he was breathing.
Boy, calm under pressure. Giving out awards like this is something that the Mesa Fire Department does regularly throughout the entire year. Okay.